What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to From the Top Rope with Andrew Crawford. I'm your boy Andrew Crawford, not the GOAT, but I look like a GOAT. Close enough, am I right? I think I'm right. But before we get started on today's video, there's two things you got to do, or that's got to happen. You've got to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm going to take a sip of something to keep me hydrated because health is wealth all 2026. Now, today on the channel, I'll be talking about my favorite rapper of all time, Machine Gun Kelly. Um, I've ranked his discography. Now I'm going to count down my top 10 favorite songs by him. The discography video, also on the channel. I'm going to put the link in the description if I can, figure out how to do that without, and be sort of tech savvy for once. Given y'all have seen how these videos are edited, I don't really put any time into it. But and like I said, MGK has been a huge piece of my mental health. His music, I feel like it's always resonating to me, speaking with me. Um, and there are times that I've felt more at peace listening to MGK than I have getting stuff off my chest to my friends, talking to my friends about stuff. Um, I love MGK's music, so let's talk about my top 10 favorite songs by him. Number 10, MGK's cover of Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, featuring Julia Wolf. Um, Now, I already love the song Iris. It's the only Goo Goo Dolls song I will ever know. Um, couldn't name two more songs by him, being straight up with you. Um, but this cover, it's a cover of one of my all-time favorite songs coming from my all-time favorite musician, so you know that when you put the two together, it is going to be really cool for me. Um, and I don't know who else is a big MGK fan out there watching this, but I really love this cover because he doesn't try to cover it perfectly. He puts his own heavier rock spin on it. He puts a slowed down melody to it. Like he sings it in his own fashion and he doesn't try to just copy paste and sound like the Goo Goo Dolls. He puts his own swagger on it. And I have so much fun listening to this cover. When it came out, when I saw MGK Iris, I was like, okay, probably made a song called Iris. This ain't the no, but okay, and it was just great. I love this cover. Surprisingly, it is the only cover on the list, and that is shocking to me because I love his cover of "Sun to Me" by Zach Bryan. But Iris is my favorite cover he has ever done. Number 9, off of the mainstream sellout album, um, More Than Life, featuring Glaive. Now, this is one of my favorite MGK songs ever. Obviously, it's in my top 10. I remember the year that this album came out. I think this was my top listened to song on Apple Music. Um, and it's amazing because, this is a very fine line song between romance and unhealthy obsession, talking about how, hold on, let me just go up here. Um, Literally, the chorus says, "I'm trying my best not to open up my heart. It's been torn apart too many times. But without you, I die. And I don't want to die. Not today, not tomorrow, not tonight. I don't want to die. I need you. I need you more than life." Um, so it's talking about in this song how, I need you more than life. If I lose you, I don't know that I'll make it. I don't know that I'll recover. And this is it's a very obsessive song, but it's a very romantic song, and it's obviously exaggerating because I've heard men say it, but I don't truly believe that anyone means it in that literal of a sense. Like, maybe they mean their life will fall apart without them, but I don't think they would mean it to say that they are going to die without them. Maybe I'm wrong, But like I said, this song is just amazing. I love it. The instrumental, the lyrics, everything goes very well together. This Glaive guy might be really good, but this is the only thing I know that he's even on, so, yeah. Number 8, and this might be recency bias because this is legitimately the most recent thing he put out. He put out Lost Americana summer to fall of 2025, and he put out this song January of 2026. But Times of My Life. Um, and he opens this song with, "I hope you're doing fine. I know we had our problems, but never mind. Um, I just want to say that I'm sorry after all this time. I know things changed, but every single song still feels like you. I never knew pain until the day I didn't look back when I left you." Um, and then he goes into the chorus where he says, like, the times of my life are the ones spent with you, the ones that had you. And it's just this song saying, like, I messed up. I'm sorry, but the times of my life, the best times I've had in my life, are the ones that involved you, that included you. And this could be a breakup song, a song towards a loved one that's gone and passed away, um, even a friend that you're just not very close to anymore. The times of my life were the ones that had you. I've got a few friends that I'm not super close to anymore. We don't talk as much as I'd like to, but some of the best memories I have, they were a part of. So I would understand if you took this song as any of the three. But I love this song. I love its message. I love everything MGK did with Lost Americana as a whole. If I re-ranked the discography, I'm sure it'd be higher because I think it was still pretty high, but I don't know that it was number one, but it might very well be if I remade the ranking. But I genuinely, after re-listening to it, love everything he did, except for the one titled GD. I don't even have that song on my phone. Um, it, but anyways, love the song. Number 7, No Cell Phones in Rehab. This song is also one of his more recent ones. Um, and it is on the 5-year anniversary edition of Tickets to My Downfall, which is his pop punk album. And the first line is actually the chorus where he says, "On the bright side, we all die one day, so I'm getting effed up tonight. Want to toast to the bad times because the good ones are less likely. Today I went online. Apparently a lot of people don't like me. There's no cell phones in rehab, and that's where I'm going, so come find me." This song is talking about how, he ended up in rehab because of addiction, obviously. And I think this is a kind of not before he went in thing kind of vibe of, there's on the bright side, we're all going to die one day, so I'm getting effed up tonight. And then this line is probably one of my favorites. "Let's toast to the bad times because the good times are less likely," is saying, I'm going to get messed up every time something bad happens to me because it's less likely that something good happens to me. And I love that line. It hits hard. This song is de- it is a very depressing song, but I love the energy of the beat. But when you sit down and listen to the lyrics, you're just like, oh, this is depressing. But I love this song. It is probably one of my favorite things off the 5-year anniversary edition of Tickets to My Downfall. I love this song so much. Number 6, Floor 13. This song does a lot in terms of the beat. Like, the second it kicks in is like, I don't know, I just really like that beat. And then it goes into the lyrics, which is the first thing he does is call out Eminem again after he already lost the rap beef. I'm an MGK fan, but I'm man enough to admit MGK got eviscerated in the most violent way possible. But anyways, he says, I just spent I just spent too many minutes watching little videos of crappy wannabe rappers dissing me. I just spent the winter living after someone tried to send a kill shot missing me. Um, the next lyric says, Young Blondon and the Double X Mob got a gang out in Sicily. Why you think they call me the gunner? I'm popping off at anybody if they trigger me. This song is not really deep in any ways. He's got a few like callbacks, and he's got something where he talks about his daughter slapped a kid for talking about him when she was in elementary school. But this isn't super deep. This is just kind of a bars song, and I think he's just showcasing like I can rap, like. And people that think MGK can't rap, I'm sorry, you're wrong. He's a good rapper. Um, don't care. He's a good rapper. Don't care. He's good. And I think this song was more of showcasing that. And it is like my second favorite thing off this album. Number 5, Glass House featuring Naomi Wild. This is one of my favorite rap songs of all time. Obviously MGK is my favorite rapper, so a lot of his are probably going to be on that top on my favorite rap songs list. But I love the vibe he throws in this video or in this song. There's a set of bars that he pays homage to Chester Bennington, Mac Miller, and Lil Peep, who had all died in the previous year. Um, and it's the second verse, and he says, life's been hard since 17. I've been through hell. I think I'm somewhere in between. Caught in purgatory. Let me paint the scene. Everything turned to a nightmare from a dream. Look, wish Lil Peep and me had spoke, but I can't get that back. Just came from Pittsburgh. Dang, I miss my homie Mac. Last time I got off the stage, I looked Chester in the face, but now he gone and ain't no going back. So you have that little line that pays homage to those three legends that I think all were fantastic. Linkin Park is one of the greatest bands I've ever actually listened to. Mac Miller, criminally underrated rapper. Lil Peep would have been huge. And so he pays his homage to them. And then down here in the third verse, like the last verse he raps, he gets emotional and he cuts deep. Lately, I've been sick of living and nobody knows how I'm really feeling. I always hated it to smile, but it keeps what is killing me hidden inside. I didn't sign up to be the hero, but I don't want to wind up a villain. I put my daughter to bed, then attempted to kill myself in the kitchen. Yeah, I should have screamed, but nobody listened, so I passed out with the blood dripping in this glass house, feeling like a prison. Me and death keep tongue kissing. I just fell out with my little bro. The life getting to us, the drink getting to us, the drugs getting to us. It's highway to hell, and everybody know what we doing. I'm feeling like, and then it goes back into the chorus, and this song is one of my all-time favorite MGK songs, rap songs, songs in general. I love this song, and I'm shocked that there ended up being 4 songs that surpassed it. But I love this song so much. Number 4, Lonely Road with Jelly Roll. This was one of his, 3 songs where he had a country swagger about him. His cover of Sun to Me, obviously. Time of Day with Jelly Roll again. Off of his, Beautifully Broken album. Jelly Roll's not MGK's. And, I think he did a cover of a song called, Come Wake Me Up or something. But this was his best country anything. They obliterated this song. The John Denver estate trusting them with the vibe of country roads, and MGK and Jelly Roll made it their own thing, and it was really cool. I have such a deep love for this song because of the fact that it's what introduced me to Jelly Roll, who is a musician I resonate with in a massive way. I have no criminal record, but he does still make really good music, and it hits, and it talks about how he's messed up so much in life, and anyways, but I love this song. This was probably my most played song of 2024. Not even probably, this was my most played song. And the bridge where MGK, when he's performing it live, he like takes his guitar, puts it behind his back, and it's just him and the vocals. And he says, if you could salvage my soul, would you sacrifice this life to not die alone? 'Cause even a palace ain't home without you. So I might leave here soon, but I want to leave you this song. And it is just such a beautiful vibe and such a pure energy. And I I've never cared for the original song in the first place, Country Road. I've never cared for it. But I have listened to it. I've listened to it a lot, actually. Losing to West Virginia Tech at Alloy did that. They played that song every time we lost. It sucked. Um, that was, anyways. But I do prefer Lonely Road. I'm sorry to John Denver, but I prefer Lonely Road. I think they killed this. So yeah, number 3 and 2 are both off the same album, and that will be his Lost Americana album. And number 3 is Can't Stay Here. Can't Stay Here opens up with the line. Hold on, as much as I love that intro. Somewhere between another good night and my own apathy, no one can see the me that I hide. My misery hates company. What's another cap? What's another cup half full? All these people I don't know. Someone turn the lights on. When does this place close? And then it goes into the chorus of, "Cause I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here. I don't need to know where you disappeared to. Everyone's high, time to go home. Don't say that you're gone. Don't say you're gone, just leave me alone. I don't care where you go, but you can't stay here." And it's basically just him talking about, I don't, he's telling whoever, just go. I don't need you to tell me you're going, but you can't stay here. And then the second verse, "On this lonely night, it's the last call on the jukebox. I spent my last dime on a sad song. What's another cigarette smoked? Wasted words I spoke. Someone turn the lights on. When does this place close?" And right back into the chorus. And I don't know who he's talking about, but the bridge I feel like gives a good vibe that it's a breakup song, where he says, "5 a.m. no one's home. Is this my fault? Sleep with my phone on loud, hoping you'll call, but it's silent. Why can't I accept that you won't? Help me let this go. Help me let this go." And then it goes right back into the chorus. So maybe it is a breakup song. But I love this song. I appreciate it. Because like I said, I'm a sucker for a good breakup song, and this is one that I was just like, oh, okay. And it never gets absurdly heavy. It stays pretty mellowed out and a lot of acoustic, and I just love this song. It is incredible. Number 2, Treading Water off of Lost Americana. I don't know what it was with this album, but someone told MGK, just see how sad you can get, because he's got a lot of sad bangers on here. And his first line is, "Lie awake stargazing, I won't sleep till morning. Echoes of your words saying, don't write a song for me. Everything is wrong in me, raised under wings of demons. And even if God's with me, without you I have no reason." That line, like, hit something in me. And I know this is not how MGK meant it, but this is how I kind of took it. He was so in love with this person, assuming that this was about a girl, that, he said, like, "I don't care if God's with me. Without you, my life is empty." And, given my faith and given that I am a Christian, I'm not a very good one, but I am. And I'm trying to get better. I don't agree with that, because if you've got God, you have everything you'll ever need. But this line screamed something at me, and I loved it, and I love listening to the song so much, and just everything MGK does, especially since he started his pop punk stuff, it feels like it hits so different, and I love this song. I love what MGK is about. I love his music. I love his vibe. Um, but number one is, we're gonna end on a high note. Number one, Forget Me Too featuring Halsey. Now I'm gonna be very honest with you. I could not name you one song Halsey has as an individual. All I know are the features that she's done with Juice WRLD and MGK. Being 125% honest with myself, I still am not sure who she is. Um, but this song starts with, obviously, like, the opening line is like a teaser for the chorus. You want me to forget you? Okay, forget me too. You tell me you hate me, baby. Yeah, I bet you do. Then it goes into the first verse of, I saw you walk in the room and I tried my best not to panic while I'm looking for the back door. I smelled the perfume and it's obvious. Gonna stay and put my key in the bag more. I can't pretend to forget. You're the reason I punched a hole in the wall back home. And then a couple hours later, we were in room 29 at the chateau. Um, I left before you woke up. I don't feel right seeing you sober. Then it goes back into the chorus. And this song is basically, I feel like this is a song about a mistaken one night stand of, like, we want to forget about each other. Um, But then, a couple hours later, we were in room 29 at the chateau, and then, I don't feel right seeing you sober. Those are some obvious ones. But either way, it's like, it's telling whoever, obviously the girl, you want me to forget you? Well, you need to forget me too. Um, I'm keeping you waiting, but I won't wait on you. That's another line that I'm just like, so this is about just a very toxic love, and I love this song. It is one of my all-time favorite MGK songs. Well, obviously it's number one, so it's my favorite. This song is such a banger, it's such a vibe. Like I said, could not tell you who Halsey is outside of a song with Juice WRLD and outside of a song with MGK. I think she had a thing with G-Eazy, like a romantic thing with him, but other than that, nope, couldn't tell you. But I had such fun listening to this song. And this is my favorite MGK song of all time, so of course I did. And that's the video. Those are my top 10 favorite MGK songs. It wasn't as focused today. I've got a lot on my mind, and I'm just kind of spaced out. But I had a blast making this list because MGK is my favorite rapper and musician of all time. He's played a huge part in who I am mentally at least. Anytime I write a song, I feel like I get influences of either him or just a really depressed rapper or a really depressed country singer, and there's not really an in-between. I love his music. I love the fact that I got to make this video because MGK, like I said, is my favorite rapper of all time. And so talking about his music, even if I'm in the worst mood ever, talking about his music puts me in an instantly better mood. And he's awesome. He's been such a huge part of my life, and I love his music. I love his music. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I'm Andrew Crawford. Stay tuned for next video. I will be doing a His Case for Go on the best member of Evolution, or the greatest pro wrestler of Evolution, like ranking them as their careers go. I would put Randy, Triple H, Flair, Batista. I'll be talking about Randy Orton. But anyways, unlike John Cena, I can see you and I will see you very soon.